In this video, we are going to do some practice questions. So let's just dive right in. Let's say we have the first question such that Q is equal to A plus B into, I don't know, A plus C into A plus B. Okay, so let's say we have this. Okay, instead of A plus C, we have B plus C. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, in this video, we are going to focus on how we can draw the logic circuits of the given expression by using only NOR gates. Only NOR gates. Okay, this is the gate that we are going to use. Okay, so first of all, here we have A plus B, A plus C, B plus C. That's good. But here we have dot and here we have dot. And dots, we don't like dots. Okay, so what we are going to do is, okay, we are going to double negate this and remove these dots and make it as plus sign. Okay, so that will give us A plus B into A plus C into B plus C whole thing double bar, double negation. Now we are going to break only this bar. So that will give us A plus B whole thing bar plus A plus C whole thing bar plus B plus C whole thing bar. And then finally we have another whole thing bar. That's it. So if you look at this carefully, here we have a NOR gate, here we have a NOR gate, here we have a NOR gate, and since we are using single whole thing bar, here also there is a NOR gate. Okay, and that's it. Now you can start drawing the answer. Okay, you can start drawing the logic circuit answer. So we have A, B, and C. Okay, so here we have the signal lines. Okay, so first we need A plus B whole thing bar. So we need A, we need B. So A plus B whole thing bar is done. Similarly, we need A plus C whole thing bar. So we'll have A here, C here, whole thing bar is done by a NOR gate. That's it. And finally, we need B plus C whole thing bar. So we have B here, C here, and B plus C whole thing bar is finally given. Now what should we do? Well, we have to send these three through a single NOR gate. That's all. Okay. So this is short, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, and there, ladies and gentlemen, we have the final answer. That's it. Okay. So if you had done this directly by considering there is a OR gate here, and gate here, OR gate here, and gate here, OR gate here, what would you have done is, for OR we need two gates, two NOR gates. Similarly, here we need two NOR gates, here we need two NOR gates. And then for AND gates, totally, since this is a single expression, we need one AND gate, so that will be equals to 3 more gates. So totally you would have taken 9 gates. Since you rearranged it, well, voila, you just made it by using just 4 gates. Just 4 gates. Okay, this would have happened if you had used the basic gates also. So learn to rearrange things. Okay, because sometimes the answer is not where you're looking for. You just have to look at things differently. Okay, now let's do another question. Q is equal to A, B bar plus C. Well, now this is a bit different. Why is it different? Well, first of all, here we have plus sign, okay, which is OR gates. And then here you have A dot B bar. A B bar is actually A dot B bar. Okay, A dot B bar. So here you have a NOT gate, and then here is an AND gate. Okay, since we have OR sign here, we are not going to double negate the entire expression. No, that's not what we are going to do. We are going to double negate only A B bar, because we know A B bar is equals to A B bar whole thing double bar. So I can break this and I will get A bar plus B whole thing bar. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. So that will give us A bar plus B whole thing bar plus C. Now you can't do any rearrangements. Why not? Well, here you have plus, so there is nothing you can do here. And here we have the NOT gate. Obviously, you can't do anything. And this is a NOR gate. Okay, so for NOT gate, you need one NOR gate. For NOR gate, you need one NOR gate. And for OR gate, you need 2 NOR gates. So totally, you will be using 4 NOR gates. Okay, So that's why I said universal gates are like, you know, I'm just drawing and speaking. So universal gates are something that replaces every gates. Just because they replace every gate doesn't mean they are efficient. Okay. But when we are talking in large scale production, obviously using one gate is better than using multiple gates to, make it confusing. Okay. So yeah, that's why universal gates are used. It's not about exactly efficiency, but it is about cutting down product costs. So first of all, we need A bar. So let's send A twice to the NORgate. I'll attach the link how you can create NORgate using NORgate. And then we need A bar plus B whole thing bar. So we need the B signal and the A bar signal, and we are going to send it through a NORgate. That's it. And now we need a C. So let's send the C and the output here into another NORgate, and then finally the output can be sent twice through another NORgate, so that finally what we have is the expression of OR gate. Okay, so we know this becomes A bar, and here we have A bar and B, so this is A bar plus B whole thing bar. Since this is C, the output will be A bar plus B whole thing bar plus C whole thing bar. Since we are sending through a NOT gate, the output will be A bar plus B whole thing bar plus C. Okay, so that's how you have to work with this. Now we are going to do the third and last question of the video, which can be given as f is equals to AB plus BC plus EC. This is the opposite of, when the first question. Okay, we had A plus B into B plus C into A plus C. Here we have AB plus BC plus AC. So just take your time and do it by yourself and then come back and try. Okay, but now I'm going to teach you how you can change it. Since you have plus signs here, there is no use in double negation. Okay, you just have to accept it. Okay, you can't. You have to use two gates. That you have to use two OR gates. I mean, two NOR gates. There is no other choice. Okay, so keep that in mind. So what about this, guys? Here we have A B, B C, and AC. Well, AB is actually equals to A dot B, and we hate dot when it comes to NOR gates. Okay, so what we do is we use double negation. Okay, and that will give us A plus B, well, A bar plus B bar whole thing bar. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what we have. So since we can do the same thing for everything, what will we get? A bar plus B bar whole thing bar plus B bar plus C bar whole thing bar plus A bar plus C bar whole thing bar. Isn't it beautiful? It is, right? It is. But you may be thinking like, Vedarshan, isn't this just we are changing the AND gate to the rearranging stuff that we did in last video? Well, yes, that is true. Okay, that is true. But what I'm trying to say is, when you do this rearrangement, if you think about this, since you use the NOT gate for A, okay, already, you can use one NOT gate and obtain A bar. Similarly, for B bar, you can use one NOT gate, and for two C bars, you can only use one NOT gate. So, which means you are going to use only three NOR gates here, and then here it is a NOR gate, here it is a NOR gate, here it is a NOR gate. So, six NOR gates, and finally, for OR gate, there will be two. So, totally, you will be using only eight NOR gates. Okay, eight NOR gates. But if you do it directly, you might not reach the answer. Okay, so let's start. So now let's draw the logical circuit diagram. So we have A, B, C, A. So first of all, we need A bar, B bar, and C bar. That's the first requirement for us. So first of all, let's create A bar. Okay. So A bar can be given like this. Why am I drawing this very small? Why? Because we need to draw nearly how much? 3, 6, 7 NORgate. So yeah, I mean 8 NORgate. So yeah, I'm drawing very small. Here there is another NORgate. Let's connect another NORgate. And for C, we have another NOR. So that it works like NORgate. Now A and B can be sent through another NORgate as the rearrangement suggests. A, K. Fine. So that is done. Now B bar and C bar should be sent through another NORgate. So that is also doable. Not a big deal. That is also done. Now we need A bar and C bar. Illaya? We need A bar and C bar. So let me bring A bar from here so that we can use it again. Okay. So here we have A bar and here we have C bar. Perfect. Now we need an OR gate. So we can send through an OR gate first. And then the output can be sent through another NOR gate twice so that these two NOR gates act like a single OR gate. Okay, just follow the 3S method. Yeah, first of all signals, then subgate, and then solution, and you will come up with final answer. Okay, so again, only one thing I'm going to remind you: learn Boolean algebra. You will do this thing in no time. Okay, thanks for learning Boolean algebra until now, and we'll talk about K-maps in the next few videos. Okay, so stay tuned.
Thanks for watching the 26th video in our NORgate series. If you found this guide to drawing circuits using only NORgates helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lessons. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Check out the full playlist to master logic gates and follow us on Instagram. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and stay curious. Bye bye.